Jacqueline Tolentino, and I will be discussing advanced research methodologies in public administration and research ethics. To start, here are some advanced research methodologies commonly used in public administration. First, the mixed methods research. This involves combining qualitative and quantitative methods to provide a comprehensive understanding of a research problem. It enables researchers to triangulate data, validating findings from one method with another. It is useful in studying complex public administration issues where both numerical data and qualitative insights are essential. Next, the case study analysis. This refers to in-depth examination of a specific instance or situation within the public administration context. It allows researchers to explore complex phenomena, understand the context, and draw lessons from real world situations. It is often used to investigate policy implementation, organizational behavior, or leadership challenges. Next, survey research. This pertains to advanced survey techniques which involve sophisticated sampling methods and questionnaire design. Employing probability sampling techniques such as stratified or cluster sampling to enhance the representativeness of the sample. Advanced statistical analysis like structural equation modeling, factor analysis, and regression analysis are used to explore relationships and patterns in survey data. Next, experimental design. Randomized controlled trials, or RCTs, and field experiments are increasingly applied in public administration research. Experimental design is used to assess the causal impact of interventions or policies, providing robust evidence for decision making. It requires careful consideration of ethical implications and practical feasibility in a public administration setting. Next, network analysis. This involves examining relationships and interactions among various actors within the public administration system and identifying key actors, understanding communication patterns, and assessing the impact of network structures on policy implementation. This utilizes social network analysis tools and techniques. Next, big data analytics. This refers to leveraging large datasets to analyze patterns, trends, and correlations in public administration phenomena and utilizing machine learning algorithms for predictive modeling, sentiment analysis, and anomaly detection. This enhances evidence based decision making and policy formulation. Next, policy modeling and simulation. This refers to using computational models to simulate the impact of different policy scenarios. System dynamics modeling, agent based modeling, and other simulation techniques help assess the long term effects of policies and interventions. This also provides insights into complex dynamic systems within public administration. And last but not the least, ethnographic research. This refers to immersive study involving participant observation and in-depth interviews to understand the culture, behavior, and practices within public organizations. This is particularly useful for exploring organizational dynamics and the impact of cultural factors on decision making. Next, we will be discussing the research ethics. First, informed consent. Researchers must obtain informed consent from participants, ensuring that they understand the purpose, risks, and benefits of the study. In public administration, this may involve obtaining consent from government officials, employees, or citizens participating in research. Confidentiality and anonymity. Protecting the privacy of research participants is crucial. Researchers should ensure that sensitive information is kept confidential and steps are taken to anonymize data when necessary. Next, impartiality and objectivity. Researchers should strive for impartiality and objectivity in their work, avoiding biases that may compromise the integrity of the research. Objectivity is especially important in public administration research to maintain neutrality when studying government policies and practices. Conflict of interest. Researchers should disclose any potential conflicts of interest that might influence the research. This is particularly relevant in public administration, where researchers may have ties to government agencies or organizations under study. Respect for diversity and inclusion. Researchers should be sensitive to issues of diversity, respecting the rights and dignity of all individuals and groups involved in the study. This is crucial in public administration research, where diverse populations are often affected by policies. Compliance with regulations. Researchers must adhere to relevant laws and regulations governing research, including those related to human subjects, data protection, and confidentiality. Compliance is essential in public administration, where research often involves government institutions and policies. Research integrity. Researchers should conduct their work with honesty and integrity, avoiding plagiarism and fraudulent practices. Maintaining research integrity is vital for building trust within the academic community and among policymakers. Advanced research methodologies in public administrations contribute to a more nuanced understanding of complex issues, facilitating evidence based policymaking and organizational improvement. Researchers in this field often combine multiple methods to triangulate findings and enhance the validity and reliability of their research outcomes. Understanding and adhering to research ethics contribute to the credibility and trustworthiness of the research. Ethical research practices build public trust, protect participants, and contribute to the advancement of knowledge with integrity. This ends my report. Thank you.